Good morning, everybody. If you would like the opportunity to show off your talent, whether it be singing, dancing, circus skills, acting, or a talent we don't even know about, then there are auditions for going forward to an outside talent show. And the auditions are going to be held firstly in school. They're going to select about 10 acts from our school. And so the auditions will be held on Wednesday, the 10th of March from 2 till 5. We will give you a slot if you want to be considered. The rules are you have to be 7 or above to showcase your talent. You can showcase your talent individually or in a group of up to 4 if you're into music, or a group up to 8 if you're looking at dance or acrobatics or circus skills. So you can do it individually or you can enter as a group. Your audition piece must be around 2 minutes long. It might be slightly over that, but it can't be over 3, and they might stop you before you finish if you've prepared something that's 3 minutes. So they might stop you around 2 minutes. The advantage is if you get selected, you'll be put forward to the quarterfinals where you'll be with other schools, then the semi-finals, and then finally the finals will be held. The advantage of going through to the finals is that you will be recognised by a UK talent agency and you will receive some training over the course of the next year. And if you are one of the winners, you will also get a cash prize, and the top prize is over 1 million shillings. So a nice prize where you can develop some of your, that you can use for anything actually. So that would be good, and the school would also win a prize too. And hopefully they would work with us, alongside us, to improve your talent in an area of your interest over the next year anyway. So we're really hopeful. If you're interested in entering, please pick up a form, a talent form from Maria in the front office. Please fill it in. It asks for your address, your email. Please use your school email, don't give a private one. Your age. It asks for your stage name if you have one. Don't worry if you don't, only if you have one. How many are in your act? And then gets you to fill things in. If you already are producing music, writing your own things, that's fine, and you've got a YouTube or a Twitter or other things they can look at, please add that along at the bottom. Of course, because they're working with people in schools, your music's got to be the clean version. So no swearing, no sex, no violence, no racism, none of the things that we wouldn't expect you to do in school. They're expecting the same. If you have any further questions, you can ask any of us. A lot of you have already done things for LAMDA, or you've done things for a whole range of things, whether it's the school play, learning your circus skills, or whether you've done something for drama or dance that you could put together in your groups. So I encourage as many of you as possible to get these forms in. We will try to not disrupt exam students for period 4, so you would be after school your slot, and we would give you your slot later on in the week. Anyway, that's it. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Welcome to 7 Assembly. For the last half of the term, we have been looking at social media and the influences it has on our lives. Before we begin, take a look at these 2 clips.
shut off this infernal contraption?
That energy is so needed for me. I need it. I've been sick for the last few days. I've been on a lot of cold medicine, and so me too, sorry too. So if you've been watching and you thought, boy, Ellen seems high as a kite, you're right. And then I took cold medicine on top of that, so. Since I was sick, I couldn't go to any of the Oscar parties. I was planning on going, I know. I was very sad, and then I got to work, and my staff was like, you know, oh, you poor thing, and someone said, I bet you have FOMO. And I say, it's just a bad cold. And apparently there's something called FOMO. Do you know what FOMO is? It's fear, okay, someone's gonna, it stands for fear of missing out. That's what FOMO is. It's a feeling that you get when you think everybody's having fun without you, otherwise known as high school for me. I hope none of you have FOMO right now because you're not missing out. You have NOMO is what you have. And if you're watching at home, you're not missing out either, so you should have NOMO HOMO. What? What? No. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I guess a lot of FOMO comes from social media, and people post pictures of what they're doing. It makes other people jealous or anxious that they're missing out. Here at the show, we call it the Claudia effect. We have an audience producer. Her name is Claudia, and she goes to everything, literally everything. This is her Instagram post from the Elton John Oscar party. There she is. Again, I did not go to any parties. There's Claudia. Here she is with Bill Clinton at something I did not go to. Here are a few from the weekend in Las Vegas. This is 50 Cent and Claudia. Here she is with J-Lo. Of course, Wayne Newton is there, so she had to take a picture with Wayne Newton. Not done yet. This weekend, here's a concert. She went, Kendall Jenner was there, and Kris Jenner was there. Here she is with me and Portia at the People's Choice Awards. I'm in it, and I'm still jealous. I don't think I have FOMO. First of all, I love being at home, and if I do go out, I have something called FOGSAP that I've made up. It's fear of getting stuck at a party. I know it sounds crazy, but when you're leaving Oprah's party and she's trying to sign you up for Weight Watchers, it's not easy. It's I know, I just have to go. I don't think you should worry about missing out on things. I think we should all experience FIELD, which is forget everyone else, let's dance.
As you have learned, FOMO stands for fear of missing out. It's an anxious feeling some people get when they feel there is something really interesting happening that they're not a part of.
People who experience FOMO feel that they're constantly missing out on opportunities to have fun, make new friends, have new experiences, and generally live a good and exciting life.
They may feel like they're missing out and all the fun is happening somewhere else.
People who experience FOMO can often be found scrolling through their phone all the time, constantly checking social media instead of taking notice of what's happening all around them in the real world.
These people are worried about missing the latest update and would prefer to spend their time browsing social media than interacting with people in front of them.
Oh, it means people who like to use social media have FOMO. But if someone does this a lot, it could be a sign of FOMO.
What causes FOMO? Fear of missing out on things is a natural human emotion, which most people experience at some point or another. However, the rise of social media over the last few decades has probably made things worse when it comes to FOMO. This is because social media allows people to present an image of themselves that might not be realistic.
For example, someone can post photos of themselves looking really happy and enjoying themselves, but even if they're feeling lonely, sad, and bored.
The image they've put out suggests their life is really fun, even when it might not be as fun as it looks.
If lots of people are doing this on social media, it's easy to see how that can increase FOMO in other people, because it looks like everyone else is having loads of fun.
There's also the pressure to keep up with everyone else by following them, commenting on what they're doing, and interacting online so that you can feel left out or left behind.
What can I do about FOMO? There are several things that can help you to reduce FOMO. Firstly, you can just accept that it's a normal feeling to have sometimes. Everybody has felt it at some point, so there's no point beating yourself up about it. Instead, just embrace it and acknowledge it.
If the feeling won't go away or it happens more often than you like, here are some other things to think about.
For example, if you're seeing lots of people happy looking on social media, remember that they're presenting an image and not their full life. Their real life probably isn't as much as happier than anyone else's.
If you still find it painful to see people claiming to be having loads of fun all the time, you can choose to cut down on your social media time. There are apps that can lock your phone or stop you from getting online, which might be useful if you feel you need some help to stop looking at social media.
Thank you for listening and watching our assembly.